Yeah, let's do it. Tell me about 4.21, James.
Okay, Rek'Sai will be out at a later point in 4.21. That's always happens. They released it and then
With a skin, too.
yeah,
The Eternium skin. There's a bunch of cool skins, actually. That Blood Moon Thresh skin, I'm going to buy.
That looks so good.
Yeah, you retweeted me. The moment that comes out, I'm buying it. I love Thresh as a support character.
Yeah, Thresh is the best.
It's just so good.
A bunch of Azir bug fixes. Yay!
Yeah,
he's no
done.
longer broken.
I loved watching him get played in a pro tournament, though. He was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like, he got picked and everyone just lost it. It was so good.
Yeah.
Bjergsen picked him, but he didn't. He didn't play all that well.
No, he wasn't playing.
Well,
But
it was so unfortunate. I feel like he kind of got on tilt after that first game.
Yeah. He was full on tilt, which is fine. Like again, this
It happens.
It's still preseason, but yeah. Like people were trashing on him, which isn't really fair because it's like
the
whatever.
internet.
It's a new patch, and he's been the most consistent mid laner in
That-
NA for a long time.
That's his signature. He's consistent and he can 1v1 everyone basically. So it happens. It's the internet. They're like, oh, this guy's really good. He's up on the pedestal. Let's go kick it out from under him because he had a bad game. It's really, really, really douchey.
That doesn't sound like the internet.
No.
What else?
They
Major
changed
updates. Hit me.
Kind of reworked Cassiopeia. Like they had a rework for Cassiopeia like a couple months ago, and then they were kind of reworking it again. The way that basically she gets more and more strength, the more stacks of like poison she gets. Basically, they're changing how that works. You get like 1 stack every 6 seconds and every second the enemy is poisoned. So you basically get more and more stacks. Eventually, you get
Snowball.
Is that just to encourage you to continue punching things?
yeah, basically. They kind of reworked it so like she has scaling and she gets more for the more stacks she gets. She'll hit milestones and get certain like buffs within that for getting more.
Kind of like
stacks.
Rengar. The more
Yeah,
kills he
kind of, but
gets.
like the stacks go up to 500.
Oh.
But they changed the way it works so that you will actually hit. They get close to that probably.
So, separate from the details, which we can still go into, but I want to know, like, is 4.21 massive enough to be like, and this is what it means? Is there, like, a theme that tells you anything about it?
No,
Feels like tweaks.
It's still
Okay.
like the preseason tweaks.
Okay.
They changed Cho'Gath for his ultimate. Again, it's just a lot of small things.
Very small
little
character
bug
tweaks.
fixes and like kind of like, oh well, this didn't really make sense because like for example, Diana, if you cast Lunar Rush on someone but you were interrupted in the middle of it, you would still go on full cooldown, which is not really fair because like you casted your thing, your damage should go off.
Yeah.
So they're giving her some like basically some cooldown off of that, from how I understand it. Fiddlesticks no longer has AoE magic resist or
His like aura.
his aura basically, yeah,
Reduction.
like yeah, his magic reduction. That is now like let's see.
Sorry, so, James, let's vamp a little bit. Like, what do you make of this, Kyle? Like, when you listen to these, do these sound good to you?
I'm just really liking the whole direction, just in general, that League's been taking. Like they're making it. I feel like everything they're doing is tailored to make it a more pleasurable experience to watch.
In terms of, like, team fights, in terms of matches ending faster?
Just everything, yes.
Okay.
Yes to the above.
Okay.
Like team fights, like all the objectives are super important. Like there's a bunch of like mini objectives, like the little crab.
Scuttle crab, yep.
The crab, blue and red have a lot more conflicts at it. Like picking the jungle you start at. I mean, the minion in the jungle you start at is super important. What you smite is important.
What version of the jungle item that you get? So the thing with Fiddlesticks was it's on hit now. Basically, you when you use your abilities, it
So
gives
it's like-
it takes
It's the
away.
same thing because he has that AOE.
Yeah, but rather than just walking up and like you actually have to use it on stuff.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And like I was saying, there's more just like, oh, this makes sense. Like Galio's ult, where it's like it's basically a taunt, and he like explodes at the end of that taunt.
It's like an AOE that makes everyone in it attack him, and then he takes reduced damage. I believe.
Yeah.
I don't play Galio, but I've seen him a lot more now. And then at the end of it, he explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's no longer affected by tenacity, which is basically tenacity is where CC doesn't affect you as much.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you can get like reducers to that. Now it's like his thing is basically like, no, you have to attack me. You no longer can get like reduced time. Like you have to.
Is there any update to any character in this that stands out as like, oh man, this guy's going to be out of control?
Jax got some buffs.
No, why? He doesn't need it. Why? Why? I hate Jax.
Because his early game was, I think they took it down a
Oh
little
no,
bit.
he only rolls people late game.
Yeah.
God.
Oh man, they cut his cooldowns in a major way.
Yep.
Wow, by like 5 seconds on everything. That's great.
And then
This is not fun at all.
changed some of the ratios on his bonus armor and bonus magic resist. Yeah, it's gonna be
terrible.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. And then the guy's just gonna take the jungle item that makes you do true damage on attack, and he's just gonna be hitting like a.
So the other problem with 4.20 was Warwick.
Oh, Warwick.
Who was the Freelo champ for this patch, which was basically Warwick's ult it locks you down, and he does a bunch of like very rapid succession on hit abilities.
Like a flurry, he just locks you down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Ursa.
Yeah, basically.
Got it. And I haven't played Ursa in too long.
Ursa's pretty
I missed
good.
that bear.
Yeah.
He's just a big bear that punches stuff.
That's awesome.
So that, along with I think the Devour jungle item, and you could get Wit's End or Bork,
and then get heavy hands from the golem.
Yeah, and so basically you would jump on people, and then you would just
melt him.
He became a burst thing rather than like a kind of sustained tank.
Great.
Yeah.
And he still has some of that because they didn't really change how it works, but they reduced the damage on infinite duress and reduced the duration of Hunter's Call. Which should make him a little less powerful, but I still think because of the way that this patch and the new items, he'll still be a pretty play Warwick if you want to get like a bunch of sustain through the jungle, because the jungle hits really hard now.
Yes, I've seen so many more people die in jungle now.
Yeah. He's just a free low pick. And there's a bunch of other stuff I won't go through. They changing the way that jungle gold works, where they give us less gold if you don't have a Hunter's Machete, but if you do, it gives 10 more gold, and if you get upgraded to the second and third tier, you get 20 more gold, only if you have a Hunter's Machete. So it's basically rewarding the jungler for clearing their camps rather than the other laners.
Yeah, that's good. They also did a bunch of model updates as well.
Oh, really? To unify the art with the new map.
Yeah, they've continued to work on that.
How many are left?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing it by skins as well, because they'll update, like...
Oh, man.
They're doing all
skins,
of it.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, of course.
They swapped the order of the Dragon Slayer buffs, and they changed the first one. You used to get 8% to attack damage and ability power. You now just get 6%, and then they swapped the second and fourth buff that you get from Dragon.
I'm loving that dragon change with the dragon buffs, because it makes watching it so fun. Like, that just becomes such a crucial fight. And it's also, if a team's really far down, all it takes is them getting like a dragon or two, and they become very valid.
Negatron Cloak is back.
I don't know them. You looked at me and I was like, sure is.
They took it out of the game. Now it's back in the game.
What is it?
It just gives you more magic resist.
Oh. Was it like an OP item they just had to remove?
No, they wanted everything to build out of a no magic mantle, and rather than having like, oh, you could buy the lesser version or you could buy the more version, they wanted everything built out. Now it's just you buy this plus some gold and you get the upgraded version. There's a bunch of other stuff, basically tweaking mana regeneration. That was very important.
Yeah, on the notes it was like more mana regeneration. This is going to be repeated a lot.
Yeah, because everyone was buying Realnomicon, I think it was.
Yeah. What's his name stacked it twice, which was really interesting.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Was it Bjergsen? I think it was.
It was, yeah, with the Zir. It was.
Yeah. And then there's just some other small changes. So you can go read them if you
would. And you should read the patch notes, because they're written in a really funny way.
They're always so good. I never noticed that until James pointed it out. But yeah, like the fact that Riot writes, like they have personality. Like their notes have character is so much better than most patch notes, which are like damage reduction.
Yeah, Leah should.
Timer.
Leah, find who writes the patch notes and give him a pat on the back.
Also, if you're watching the video, look at that skin.
You can just go on the
Google.
internet.
Yeah,
look at that skin. It's really good.
Blood Moon Thresh. I'm gonna buy that and just play.
It looks so good. It'll be nice to see him in like a different color.
Yeah, I'm gonna play him in every role. It's gonna be like, oh, ADC
also the Poro mode, which we haven't talked about, which the Poro
King, Legend of the Poro King.
Go on.
Everyone becomes Lee Sin, because you can throw out a Poro, and then you can do basically resonating strike to people. So you throw out a Poro, and then you can basically like fly to them, and then after a while it summons the Poro King, and he goes down the lane, kind of like in Vainglory, where
like the Kraken.
Yeah, like the Kraken, and it's adorable, and I think that it's in this.
Okay, can I play that if I'm not level 10, which I'm still not in?
I do not know.
I need to sort that out. I know.
Yeah, Mitch.
Dude, I know.
Yeah. There's
not bad.
Good stuff.
Speaking of Vainglory, my review will be live on IGN probably by the time you're hearing this, so check out that review.
We had fun playing this week.
Yeah, it's good.
I kept finding you guys playing it in the lobby.
The gist is, like, if you're going to play Vainglory, play together. Don't queue alone. Don't, because, like, the communication in that game is not great, both what it communicates to you. Like, enemy has been killed. Okay, who?
Yeah.
Which one? Okay, not helpful. And the means by which you can communicate to your team is not super great.
Yeah, we basically had to go sit on the couch or get in a Skype call or something.
Yeah, so Vainglory is really good. It's free on iOS, 10 characters. Most of them are available for free, and then they rotate them, like, weekly.
Also, if you're playing with people, you can usually roll the other team.
Dude, it snowballs so badly.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a balance thing or if that's just like, oh, we're cooperating and they aren't able to do that.
Usually, I think it's a little bit of that because we usually are just like, all right, help me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's on iOS. It's free. Check it out if you haven't. And then check out my review for, like, fuller details on the stuff we just said. That's it for our show this week. That was a nice short one.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you for joining me.
We have a couple more free dude codes.
We got free dude codes. So
free dude codes.
Send your emails to ign-arena-podcast@ign.com. Hi-Res also sent us a bunch of Smite gear. We have hoodies, T-shirts. We have some stuff to give away. So free dude codes and shirts to put on regular dudes and regular ladies.
Brian's not here, but he's working on something cool, which we may get to talk about soon.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's exciting.
It's really, really cool.
How cool? On a scale of 1 to Samuel
like
L.
an
Jackson. Oh, that wasn't the scale I was going to use. But
I'd give it an editor's choice at IGN.com.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We can't talk about it quite yet.
No,
but
maybe before the break. I'm not sure.
Yes.
We'll find out. But there's some good news, some cool stuff happening very soon. And you can keep up with all of that with all of us on Twitter. James is at James_Faulkner.
Correct.
Yes. I'm at Mitchie D. Kyle is Kyle. Brian Albert, who's not here, is at Albino Albert. You can follow Leo Jackson still on Twitter at Leo B. Jackson. Is she at Leo B. Jackson? I don't know anybody's Twitter handle.
I believe that's her, yeah.
I have no idea. I just hit at and then write their name, and Twitter takes care of it for me now.
Just like autocorrect has ruined my spelling.
Yeah. Autocorrect now capitalizes everything I write. Thanks.
Autocorrect will finish your sentences if it's stuff you actually say a lot.
iOS has predictive text now.
That's ridiculous.
So I just I only use
barely
predictive text, and it's just
don't even have to think.
It's just gibberish English. It's awesome. Yeah, that's IGN Arena episode 19. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I think we're gonna have one more episode before the break. That is the goal. No promises. We're really gonna try.
Yeah, we'll try.
Tight schedules. Lots of people leaving. But we're gonna have MOBA stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
and we want to
MOBA stuff.
MOBA
before we take off.
Freedudecodes.com.
Freedudecodes.com.
We don't own that. We don't own that.
IGN.
No.
Don't go there.
Don't go there. We
Do
don't own
not go to that
Freedudecodes
site.
is probably a really bad place. Please don't go there. This is a disaster. I'm going to stop recording. Thank you for listening.